Yeah, already downloaded.
All of you downloaded, everyone. So downloaded. Please let me know downloaded. Yes, yes. Ping me, at least ping me in the chat. Downloaded. Yeah, downloaded. Okay. Everyone downloaded, right? Very good. So I open the Postman. Somehow, yeah, it is first time, right? So we may face little bit of difficulty in using that tool, but we better learn. Okay. So because this is very useful tool. Regularly you will open and use it in your real-time project. Okay. Regularly. So it will help a lot. This one and SOAP UI also. Okay. These tools will help a lot in real time. So you just need to know how to use it. Okay, no problem. We'll just repeat the session, Postman. Okay, today I will only restrict it to one session explaining Postman. Okay. Right. Guys, I think everyone has to be bit punctual to the class. Okay. So people are joining up to 9:15. It's not good. Okay. I mean, not one or two. I see many people joining a little bit late. Okay, so for today, I am just repeating the Postman, how to use Postman and all. Okay. Okay. So this is how you see a Postman opens, right? So here you will have for the first time if somebody is opening. So this page, this screen will be nothing will be there. You just need to click on a new tab, something like this. Okay. So once you click on this new tab, so let's observe what are all the different parts here. See, there is something called URL part. Here you need to give the URL. Okay. So here, this is the different methods. Okay. If you are fetching some data, if you are getting some data, use get call. If you are sending some data, use post call. If you are updating something, put call, deleting some. So these are the options. Anyway, we'll explain later. So this is the method. Here we put the URL. Okay. And then now here there are different tabs. One is parameters tab. Okay. So I'll tell you, as of now, we haven't discussed what is parameters. Second tab is authorization tab. Authorization tab is the place where we give the credential. Okay. So to connect to this URL. So in the authorization tab, see, in the authorization tab, okay, we have selected nothing. So we have many options we have here. API key, bearer token, basic auth, basic authorization means username, password, WAUth 1.0, WAUth 2.0, like that. So as of now, what we discussed is WAUth 2.0 we discussed, and also basic authorization we discussed, right? These two. So and then headers. Yeah. So here, headers. Headers. Headers is one section, okay, where we send some information along with the message. Okay. So as of now, you just remember this is headers. Okay. We will come to know about the importance of headers in the next classes. Okay. So there is something called header section. So this is the body. So body means this is the place where we send actual data. Actual data. Okay. Here there are multiple options. None means we are not sending anybody. We are not sending anybody. Okay. So here form data, it is little bit advanced. Whatever we discuss is raw. Once we select raw, you get an option here. See, once we select raw, you get an option here. Here you can select which type of data you are sending. Are you sending a plain text? Are you sending JavaScript, JSON, HTML, XML? Okay. So if you are sending plain text, you select plain text. If you are sending XML, you select XML. Yeah, JSON, JSON, like that. Right? This much we discussed. Now let us see how to configure what. So authorization, in the authorization, how do you configure what? So in the type, you need to select WAUth 2.0. In the type, you have to select WAUth 2.0. Once you select WAUth 2.0, here if you see add authorization data to, so it actually header should be there. Request headers. Okay, just make sure for some of them it is showing as request URL, but keep it request headers. Okay, add authorization data must be set to request headers. Okay, and also here there is a second partition. In the second partition, we give the O authorization details. Okay, so this is the current token. You ignore this one. Current token, header prefix. Okay, so here configure new token is the section where we configure the things. Okay, okay. Here in under configure new token. Okay, you just give the grant type. Grant type must be client credentials. Grant type must be client credentials. Now here, access token URL. You know, right? Access token URL. So we have created a service key, right? From that service key, we get access token URL as well as client ID as well as client secret. These three we will get from service key, right? You just need to copy it properly. While copying also, you need to make sure you have to copy it properly. So here, if you click on service key, so this is the thing. See here, your token URL, you have to check token URL, right? So token URL is this. Okay, put it in the access token URL section, field. Okay, just put it like this. Next what it is? Client ID, copied properly, client ID. See how I am copying, see, between double quotes, whatever the string between double quotes, I am copying it. So put it in the client ID section. Similarly, client secret, see here, that's it. Client secret, you put it in client secret place. Okay, these are the four things we do here. One is grant type, second is access token URL, third is client ID, fourth is client secret. Okay. Next what we do, scroll bit down. Client authentication, you need to check send as basic auth header. Send as basic auth header. Okay. After that, you need to click on get new access token. So click on get new access token. So click on proceed. So you get a token name and then click on use token. See, access token added. Now you go to headers and see there is a authorization and the token is added here. Okay. So now we have the token added to the header and now we need the URL. This is the URL of the iFlow. What is the URL of the iFlow? You put it URL of the iFlow. You put it in the URL place. Here you select post. Okay. So to send data to iFlow URL, okay, the first step we did is fetching the token. First, get new access token. Okay. Once you did that, you get a header like this, authorization. Okay. Header like this, sorry, header like this. Okay. So once this is available, then click on send. And one more thing, body. Hello. I think this particular iFlow endpoint is no more available on my system because we changed the adapter to SOAP, right? That's why this adapter, this iFlow endpoint will not be there on my whatever the CPI instance I'm using. Okay, initially we designed HTTP, later we changed it to SOAP. Okay, now this endpoint is not available. That's why if I send data, it will give 404 error. 404 means not found. See, not found. So this is one more HTTP status code you need to remember. One more HTTP status code. Okay, the status codes also you need to remember, you need to know. Okay, so till now we know 503 service available, 404 not found. Okay, so what else? What else? 200 okay is a success. Next, what we know? What we know, guys? 202 accepted is also a success, right? Next
What
what we
is
have seen?
401?
Huh?
401.
401 unauthorized. You do not have access. Okay. What else? What else? 500 also. Internal server error. Okay. So these are all different HTTP status codes what we have seen till now. Okay. You might get 401 unauthorized. Why? Because some cases. Let me explain. Suppose CPI is expecting this authorization. This authorization bearer is there, right? This one in the header of the request. So every message contains, as I said in the exchange, camel exchange, right? Every message contains different sections. Now, so what we discussed, see here, see, this is the exchange. This is the incoming message. See, incoming message contains header, body, and attachments. Okay, CPI expects in the header portion of the message. In the header portion of the message, it is expecting a token like this. Suppose if I delete that token, can I delete? Okay, I cannot delete from here. I think go to here and I gave some dummy token. Okay, so it came like this here. Okay, So now what it is, it will say C 401 unauthorized. That means whatever the token you have sent in the header is not a valid token. Valid token. That's why CPI is saying it is not giving access. Suppose guys, you are going to a college with your ID card in your neck, on your neck, okay, with your ID card. They will allow you. The security guard will allow you. If you are going to the college without ID card, they will not allow you. If you are going to the college with someone else's ID card, or which is invalid, ID card is not valid, they will not allow you, right? Recently, I went to office. My ID card got expired. My ID card got expired. So when I swipe in, it is not allowing me. So I had to go to the help desk and extend my ID card, right? Similarly, the token also, it is just like providing an access, allowing you to send data, okay? So whatever the token you have given, it is not a valid ID card. So CPI is saying, go to hell. That is what unauthorized means, okay? Unauthorized means simply you are logging into your Gmail with wrong password. It says username and password are not correct. That is also unauthorized. Backend, in the backend, if you see, the status code will be 401, unauthorized. Got it? Got it, guys? So now again, I have to go here and click on get new access token. Proceed. See, this token will be valid for almost 3600 seconds. Okay. Click on use token. Use token. That means now header contains the token added. With this token in the header portion of the message, for at least for next 1 hour, you can send data. For next 1 hour, you can send data to CPI. Okay. See how many times hello you send. Okay. Because the token is valid for 1 hour. See, because it is saying not found because we do not have this HTTP one. Na? So if you see, on my integration suite, go to monitor. See, there is only one iFlow on my integration suite, correct? That iFlow endpoint is this one, right? Am I correct or not? Only one iFlow is there. That iFlow endpoint is this. But you are sending to this endpoint data, which is not at all there. That's why it is saying not found. Got it? If I try to call a number on my mobile which doesn't exist, it will simply say the number you are calling doesn't exist. Correct? Am I correct or not? Hello? Hello? Can somebody respond, please?
Yeah, it's correct.
Yes,
You, are,
Praveen.
you understood, right, what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that is the thing. Now, everyone who ever facing the issue with Postman, Achyut, can you retry now? Your issue is resolved or not? Let me know.
Just wait, I'll check.
Or you would like to share your screen and do? Anything is fine for me.
Yeah, it's clear, Praveen.
It's clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else, guys? Please, please. Hello. If possible, please share the screen. I am sharing, Sandeep. You are not able to see. I am sharing my screen. Everyone, it is visible, right?
Yeah. Praveen, not you, Achut. I asked that to got this
Okay.
error.
Okay. Fine. Achut, your
Somehow
issue
it's
is
all clear.
yeah. It is resolved, right, Achut?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyone else, guys? Who everyone asked to repeat this session. So everyone able to do this activity, please. So sometimes what happens is we may not fetch the token itself. Okay, we may not fetch the token. Here itself it will give you an error. Okay, so this particular activity we can do separately also. This particular activity we can do separately. Suppose go to new tab. It is just nothing but connecting to this URL with username as this and password as this, and doing a get operation. See, now I will do, see, this is a get, right? The URL I will take is this one. This URL I will take. Okay, and then I will do this one as username password. So I need to select basic authentication. Okay, is this, and then secret will become the password. Okay, see here, I am directly using a get operation for this URL, token URL, with username and password as client ID and client secret. Okay, apart from this, grant type also I need to select, right? Here we are doing grant type also. For that grant type, this grant type is a URL parameter, guys. That means that should come in the URL part. Okay, so here if I define something in the parameter section, this thing will add into the URL part. How it is, I will show you. So URL, how it will add to URL, let's see. So I will select here grant, okay, underscore type, okay, and give the value as client underscore credentials. See here, it added with a question mark. See, after question mark, whatever I have added, grant type equal to client credentials. You got it? This parameter section will be added in the URL after a question mark. It will introduce a question mark in the URL. After that, whatever you maintain. Suppose if I put one more parameter, okay, here it will come as end and ampersand symbol, you know, right? Suppose client ID. See here, you see how it is adding with a separation of ampersand. Okay, got it, guys? So
Yes, Praveen, got it.
how many things I add here, those will append to the URL after question mark. So whatever is there after question mark in the URL, that we call as query. So URL contains 3-4 sections, I think. Every URL contains 4 sections. Okay, that 4 section I will explain. As of now, how to do this one. Okay, as of now, grant type. So I have selected the parameter grant type, and in the authorization, I have selected basic auth, username given as client ID, client secret. Now in the body, I don't send anything. It is just a get operation. Get operation means I need to get something. Okay, so let me click send. I will get a token here. See, access token. This process is happening here. Got it? I have separated two things. Okay. Got it? Everyone clear? Why I have
Yes,
explained
clear.
this is some cases you may get some issue in getting a new access token. To troubleshoot that, you may try this operation individually in a new tab. So that you may get better error details in the response. If it is failing for something, you will get detailed error description, which will help you to troubleshoot the issue. Okay, got it? So that's why I told you. Now we'll come to the URL section. URL. Okay, let's come to URL. URL. Okay. Usually URL looks like this. HTTP or HTTPS will be there in the beginning. After that, colon will be there. After that, 2 slashes will be there. This would be the beginning of URL, any URL if you take. Right. After that, what will come is a host name or server. Host or server we call. So host or server. Okay. Then after that, we get is port. Okay. After that, we got is path. And then question mark, if you get after that, whatever will be there is query. Okay. This is the usually URL format. So it is not mandatory that every URL will have a query. Every URL will have a query. Okay. So every URL will have the protocol HTTP or HTTPS. After that, the host name and the port and then the path. Query will be, it depends on the service you are connecting to. That's how the query part. Okay, just giving some idea. So suppose here, this is also an URL. This is also a URL. You may ask, where is the HTTPS? Where is the port and all? Okay. So here, if I click, okay, if I click, see, HTTPS came. After that, this entire thing is a host. Okay, until you identify colon. But there is no colon here. That means port is not there. What is it? So for that, you remember, for HTTPS, if port is not there, if port is not mentioned, that means there would be a default port. It takes under default port, which is 443 for HTTPS protocol. Okay, that means indirectly here there is 443 port is there. I'll show you how it is. Suppose google.com. See here. So if you take google.com, okay, see here, I will do colon 443. Still it is opening same. Okay. So that is the indication. So for HTTPS, default port is 443. So you open Gmail, Google, our CPA application, it will not show port. It means that there is a default port 443. Okay. So this is how an URL looks like. Okay. So remember, in the query, always it will be key and value. Key equal to value. It will be like this. This is called as key, and after that equal to will be there, after that value. So this thing will be the parameter, URL parameter or query parameter of the URL. Okay, whatever we call it. Okay. So this is a brief discussion about the how to use Postman. This is a session which I repeated for everyone. Okay. So I'd like to stop here for today. So please practice whatever we discussed. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Okay. So we connect on Monday.
Praveen, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
How do you know that which type of authorization is selected?
It is not you or me to decide. Okay. So
Okay.
you are connecting to a receiver. Receiver has to tell. If you are connecting to a
Okay.
receiver, receiver has to tell, boss, you have to use this authorization to connect to me.
Okay, fine.
If somebody is connecting to us, then we have to tell CPI. So what are the different authorizations you support? From CPI, we have these. What support? We will support what? The client authentication, basic authentication will support. Okay. Based on that, we'll take
Okay,
action.
okay.
If you are connecting to
Okay, fine.
somebody, they have to tell. Okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah. So what else, guys? Okay, then happy weekend. Please practice. Okay, please practice everything, whatever we discussed till now. Okay. Come to
Okay,
class
Praveen,
on
thank
Monday, sharp 9 a.m. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you all. And one more thing, access will be restricted to the people who are registered, guys. So I have the email IDs who got, I think somebody collected your email IDs, right? They will restrict your accesses. Okay, please register whoever is not registered yet. You will not have access to the recording videos. Okay.